Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to the garden. Welcome to Garden Conversations with Rose. It's April 21 in this part of the world. It's Easter Monday, a holiday that comes after Easter Sunday or Resurrection Sunday. Today, as well, in the garden, in particular, this month, we are celebrating April's Way in the Garden in honor of my own mother, Miss Faye or Veronique. Tomorrow, April 22, would have marked 8 months since my siblings and I buried our mom. And of course, within the next 8 days, had she been alive, Mummy would have turned 98. In the garden for this month, in April's Way, we are focusing on the strength of a woman in honor of my mother. A woman often goes through a number of situations in her life where her strength is noted. Very often, she would have had to grapple with the onslaughts by others, sometimes of her own kind, sometimes of her own gender within her own family settings, or persons on the outside that she might have brought into her life or she might have encountered along the way. All in all, in everything that a woman does, a woman has a strength that is unmatched, whether we want to accept it or not. We as women, it is within our nature to be strong. And it doesn't mean that we don't sometimes go through rough patches and become extremely vulnerable, even go under at times. It means that our strength, what makes us who we are, causes us to rise up and triumph despite of all situations. I want to encourage all women out there to understand that you possess and embody a strength that is tall and towering, irrespective of what might be going on in your life. And so, one of the things I want us to focus on today is that of caring and kindness. Life can be cruel. It can be cruel to the point where we are forced to drag ourselves around as if we do not have dignity. But even in that very state, a woman's strength can shine through. One of the things I recall that my mom used to always say was that little is much. She often said that when she had very little to give us on occasions when there wasn't enough, but she found a way to share the smallest of things, told us that little was much. I often remember her as well sharing with others, giving others from the little that she had. My mom was extremely good at her hands, and so she earned a part of her living with her skills. I recall also vividly that even when others weren't able to pay her for her services, she continued to provide for them anyway. So the mothers who needed uniforms for their children, that woman or that sister or lady who needed a dress for a particular occasion, that child who needed a pants mended, my mother did that for free in many instances. And she did it with a kind and a loving spirit. I saw that as a strength of character in a woman who, despite not having much, found it necessary to assist others, even in the time of need. We all have our stories as women. But what I want us to remember is that in every aspect and every sphere of our life, regardless of what's going on around us, even when we are brought low to our knees, we possess a strength that makes us who we are. Find your strength today as a woman. Be encouraged and to know that even what you may be going through, it will come to an end because you are a woman of strength and character.